After the final episode of Moon Knight debuted on Disney Plus on the 4th of May, fans wanted to see more of Stephen Grant and Oscar Isaac's Mark Spector. But will Moon Knight have a second season? In today's video, we'll discuss the details Isaac revealed regarding the show's future in an interview. Also, Moon Knight set a precedent for Harrison Ford's MCU role. Make sure to stay until the end to learn all about it. Let's start with Oscar leading the fans on. The applause at New York City Comic-Con, also known as NYCC 2022, for Oscar Isaac's featured panel was, and we're not being dramatic here, deafening. The Empire Stage Room, the second largest stage at NYCC, was packed with Isaac's supporters during the Spotlight panel, which usually focuses on a single actor. As the discussion started, the moderator's question swiftly shifted to Isaac's Marvel project, Moon Knight, in which he plays 2 to 3 different iterations of his Mark Spector character. When the moderator discreetly inquired if there would be a season 2 of Moon Knight, Isaac deflected, but only just. He appeared on TikTok in August to sort of tease Mr. Knight's comeback. He did, however, say into the microphone that his Marvel persona will continue to appear after Moon Knight. And that was all fans needed to hear to conclude that a season 2 could be in the making. Oh, Isaac, what a tease. Moving on, is there no season 2? Moon Knight received overwhelmingly positive reviews because it differed from the typical MCU tone. Oscar also made many names for himself because of all the action sequences and how the tempo of these scenes was different from what we usually see in the MCU. Isaac noted that his contract was only for the first season of the MCU show, as he discounted the prospect of a Moon Knight season 2 in the run-up to the show's debut. The main director, Mohamed Diab, also expressed doubts. Expectations have shifted in recent months as the two have hinted at a Moon Knight season 2 in the works. However, Spectors may want to adjust their expectations once more. Next up, what's Isaac's verdict on it? When asked if he could confirm that Moon Knight would have a second season, Isaac answered, "We can't say that." He also added that he needs to have fun and called himself a tease, while confirming that there's no official word about it yet. John Albee, a close friend from Isaac's childhood and one of the Head Wound Sparrow co-creators, responded to the statement by saying that it's true. Isaac further added that there is no official statement about a second season yet. Guess we'll have to wait and see, guys. Even so, Isaac claims that the moon-powered vigilante hasn't left us yet. The Star Wars alumnus said the character would return in some capacity at New York Comic-Con this past weekend. During his Spotlight panel, Isaac stated, "All I can say is that it's not the last we've heard of the system that is Moon Knight." When we spoke with Diab earlier this year, he indicated that if he could direct a second season, he would like to begin by delving further into Jake Lockley's identity presented in the first season's last moment. Not to mention, here's one of the things that made the show so special. Fans appreciated Moon Knight's delicate and thoughtful portrayal of dissociative identity disorder. The actor was questioned about his preparation for the part and what research he did to understand the disorder for his performance. Isaac began by thanking the fans for asking that question and explained that that was the most crucial part of the movie for him. He also said that if Moon Knight wasn't about them talking about dissociative identity disorder and completely getting into it, there was no point in participating. He added that he spent a lot of time reading about the disorder and speaking with therapists who worked with people afflicted by it. Isaac also referred to the 2005 autobiography, A Fractured Mind, My Life with Multiple Personality Disorder, during his discussion. Lastly, is there still room for optimism? Alongside WandaVision and Loki, Moon Knight is frequently regarded as one of the best Phase 4 television shows by critics and viewers alike. While the second season of Loki will premiere on Disney Plus next year, it's still unknown whether new seasons of Moon Knight or WandaVision will be released. However, if Moon Knight receives a new batch of episodes, don't expect them to air until Phase 6, which would be in 2024 at the earliest. With new episodes like Echo, Secret Invasion, and Ironheart on the horizon, the Phase 5 schedule for Marvel programming on Disney Plus is already packed. That schedule, though, ought to work for Isaac, as he's taking a short break from acting to spend more time with his family and 2 young sons. So maybe in 2024, we'll see more Moon Knights. Again, a new season hasn't been confirmed, but let's hope it comes, as Moon Knight is one of the few recent MCU ventures that differs from what has grown stale in Marvel flair. Even though it's obvious that a second season, if it ever happens, is still a long way off, we can presume that Marvel has some sort of future planned for the character, because it would be quite odd for them not to have one at this point. Now on to Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight setting a precedent for Harrison Ford's MCU role. First up, Marvel Studios teases Harrison Ford's dope MCU scenes. Fans were stunned when a rumor surfaced that Harrison Ford had been cast in an important MCU role. The actor will be entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Secretary Thunderbolt Ross, a character formerly held as the late William Hurt, according to a later confirmation by Deadline. The Cosmic Circus reported that the character would be a private person who would be the one plotting for his own New World Order, as hinted at by the project's title in the fourth Captain America movie. Thunderbolt Ross is best known for becoming the Red Hulk, a status that the MCU hasn't yet come close to. But will that plot twist happen in Harrison Ford's role in the future? What's more, is Thunderbolt Ross now bigger than ever? Thunderbolt Ross's future in the MCU appears to be brighter than ever, which begs the question of why, considering the character's history. Harrison Ford's choice to portray Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America: New World Order in the Marvel Cinematic Universe suggests a huge future for the character, which begs the question why, considering his scant MCU background. After making his debut in The Incredible Hulk in 2008, the character disappeared for 8 years before returning to Captain America: Civil War. Since then, the character has appeared in Black Widow and Avengers: Infinity War in extremely limited roles. After William Hurt, who played the character in the previous movies, passed away, he was all ready to step into the role of Captain America: New World Order. Following up, Harrison's got footsteps to follow. Harrison Ford's part in Captain America: New World Order will be influenced by Oscar Isaac's contractual obligation for Moon Knight. A crucial precedent is set by Oscar Isaac's performance in Moon Knight for Ford's impending portrayal as Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America: New World Order. The 80-year-old actor has been chosen to play Captain America in the 2024 follow-up, taking over for the late William Hurt. Ross is a key figure in the creation of the Thunderbolts team and his transformation into the Red Hulk in the comics. The casting of the former Star Wars actor raises concerns about Marvel Studios' plans for the role played by Harrison. Marvel Studios was renowned for hiring both well-known and up-and-coming actors with multi-year contracts before the start of the MCU's Phase 4. However, the scope of Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight contract was limited to the first episode. Paul Sarker, a former lawyer for Marvel Studios, said that this is a recent change for the studio and that it is concentrating more on shorter-term contracts to draw in other well-known actors. Ford joining the new cast of New World Order could be a one-time appearance, given Marvel's talent-friendly policy. It also seems that Ford accepted the part, knowing that it would only be placed once, which may help to explain how Marvel could secure the services of the A-list artist. Finally, what else can you expect? Harrison Ford might appear in Thunderbolts after being seen in Captain America 4. However, the Indiana Jones star has only been confirmed for the fourth Captain America movie. Ford may always make a cameo appearance as Thaddeus Ross in Thunderbolts if the script calls for him, especially since both movies are scheduled to hit theaters back-to-back in 2024. Ross, played by Harrison Ford, will appear in Captain America 4 for an unknown reason, although this could set up a Ross plot in future MCU films. That's a wrap for this video. Do you see a Season 2 coming for Moon Knight? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.